Yes, man, it is the truth, man, and I am here with that Smackdown review. Of course, this Smackdown was very early. It started at 3 p.m., finished at 6, so this review is early. A lot of y'all in the U.S. have to watch it at 8, so please, if you're hearing this now, skip it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but, continue if you want. Don't bitch about it in the comments if I spoil it. Don't complain because you chose to watch the video, you know what I mean? But to begin, LA Knight comes out, okay? He gets that big European Barcelona pop. Yeah. Let me talk to you. So he comes out, he says his usual shit, and he says a bunch of nothing, really. He just says it's been too long that he hasn't had the championship. He was really just letting the crowd do their chants and stuff. He was not talking much. But he says it's been too long since he's held the championship. It's back where it should be. And that's basically it. And on top of that, maybe 5 more minutes of fucking bullshit. But Big Jim comes out, man. Jimmy Uso. He came out. He said that he's not there to congratulate him. He's there to say that he's desperate. He wants a match for that title tonight in Barcelona. And when he said that, I got a little bit excited. I thought that there was going to be a title on the line right now, as soon as a ref got in that bitch. But no, that didn't happen because something had to ruin it. Solo Sikoa comes out with Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. I thought that Solo was being pushed down the card, but no. He comes out, he says that Jacob Fatu deserves this more than anybody. And, Jimmy and Solo, they start going back and forth. Jimmy calls Solo a failure. They continue to go back and forth on the mic, and the Bloodline starts beating up LA Knight and Big Jim. Braun Strowman came out. When he came out, I fucking, audibly sighed. He came out and whatever. They started fighting, and then a match happened with Jacob, Solo, and Tama, and Braun, LA, and Big Jim. This match was really shit to me. I think that there was a lot of botches, especially from Solo. I don't know what was going on with him, man. Just botch after botch after botch after botch. There was one point, I think it was Braun Strowman that was supposed to throw him over the barricade. Solo fucked that up. He botched that too. I hope that everything is okay at home. He was visibly waiting on cues tonight. He was awkward, and the whole match, I was just thinking, I hope that he's, good. But I don't know, maybe he got his bell rung during the match, but he was really doing really shit, and I hope that his home life is okay because he did not look stable tonight. But, yeah, man, I don't even remember what the fuck else happened. Yeah, Braun Strowman ended up pinning Tama Tonga, of course. Tama eats all the pins. Solo spiked him. They started brawling a little bit more. And then this led to a fight with Braun and Fatu. Fatu gave Braun a whole bunch of moonsaults, and then he did his big Samoan butt thing and hit his ass through the barricade. It looked really bad. I guess, he did get Braun's head, but it looked like he just threw himself into the barricade. Really bad camera angle. Just a bad spot in general, honestly. It could have just been like a fucking spear or something into the barricade, but he chose to do that thing, and it basically looked really stupid. But yeah, and now Braun and Fatu are fighting again on SmackDown. Who fucking cares? I feel like I've seen that match 10 times already. Next, we had a little repeat of Naomi and Bianca. They just showed what happened. And then Jade Cargill was being interviewed. This interview was very awkward to me. Jade looked like she was about to laugh the whole time. I don't know if that was just me, but it looked like she was about to laugh the whole time. Liv and Raquel end up interrupting. They were walking through the parking lot and started talking shit, and now Liv versus Jade next Friday. Jade is going to squash Liv, of course, unless some cheating thing happens, but I don't see Jade losing this early into her return. So I think that Liv Morgan is going to get fucking squashed the next Friday. Next, this was a real bad match. B-Fab versus Charlotte. I'm a Charlotte fan, but this match was just bad. So much botching from B-Fab. I don't know why B-Fab is facing Charlotte. I don't know if this was supposed to be a match that's giving B-Fab an opportunity to shine, but I don't think it did that because this match was just not good. Charlotte was visibly, calling out spots, very visible, and pointing as well, literally pointing to where B-Fab should throw her, and just, I don't know, it just looked really bad to me. I feel like if that was my first time watching wrestling, I would have been like, what the fuck is this? I can see them talking to each other. It was not hidden at all whatsoever. But yeah, this match was just bad. B-Fab was getting her ass whooped. The crowd was really hating on Charlotte. Charlotte was doing her thing, giving them middle fingers, taunting. It was amazing. I love Charlotte. Charlotte is doing her thing. I don't know why she's being booked to fight B-Fab, but yeah, fucking Charlotte ended up winning, of course. It was a figure 8 finish. B-Fab tapped in the middle of the ring. Charlotte wouldn't let go, and then Tiffany Stratton came out for the save. A brawl ensued, and Tiffany Stratton gave probably 2 of the worst swanton bombs I've ever seen in my entire life. One was from the top rope to the floor when all the security guards and Charlotte was there. She didn't even hit Charlotte. But Charlotte and a bunch of the security guards still fell down. It looked really fucking bad. But, and there was another one later in the night, but that was during Miz TV, which sucked. It was a bust, and we'll talk about that later. Miz TV was a shit show. But after this, we had a Drew McIntyre video package. It was basically just him complaining and complaining and complaining, just like he has been for the past few months. He talked about being screwed and how Damian Priest was there for all of them. He said that he was focused on Punk, so focused on Punk that he never realized that Damian Priest was the real leech in the situation. So he talked about how at WrestleMania 40, he beat Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Punk screwed him and Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest ended up cashing in. At Clash at the Castle rematch, Punk screwed him again, and Priest again took advantage of it. Again at Money in the Bank, when he cashed in, he got screwed. And again, Priest capitalized on that. At Royal Rumble, Damian Priest eliminated him, and at the Chamber, he eliminated him as well. So I guess there's a reason for Drew to be mad, but he's just a fucking loser, and I think that he just needs to get better. Simply, this seems to be a nothing program, and he said, this isn't about the title, this is about blood, or some other shit like that. I don't want to see this feud at all, but it's something, and I don't know. I don't even know who's gonna win, because Drew McIntyre has been losing so fucking bad, so if he loses to Priest and makes Priest look good, it's just, I don't know. I don't know where we go with McIntyre from here, and he's been taken as a joke, clearly. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not feeling this feud at all. I guess we'll see over the next few months how they build it, but it just seems to be thrown together with no real care. Next was Miz TV. This was a shit show. Right at the beginning of Miz TV, Tiffany and Charlotte are continuing their brawl. This is the second worst swanton ever that I talked about. She was on the, what's it called? She was up on the Miz TV sign thing, and Tiffany did a swanton onto Charlotte and the security guys. Basically the same spot, just different location, and it looked the exact same, probably worse. Did not hit Charlotte, not even close, literally 2 feet away from Charlotte, and she still fell. Looked like absolute shit, and I hope that they can, if they do this shit again, they can work on it. But, yeah, the brawl ends up ending, and finally Miz TV starts. He introduces, himself, whatever, I'm the Miz, blah, 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 blah. He does it in Spanish for Barcelona, and Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody Rhodes is about to do his woe. Miz gets on the mic. He's like, no, stop. We're not here to Cody Rhodes sing along. This is the Miz TV where I ask the hard-hitting questions, and this really pissed me off. Cody Rhodes, I think he kicked Miz and gave him the fucking, the crossroads. That really pissed me off. I was hoping to see Miz TV, but it was literally 30 seconds. It was Tiffany and Charlotte fighting, and then 30 seconds of The Miz and Cody Rhodes in the ring, and then Cody Rhodes attacks The Miz. Cody Rhodes says he doesn't want to talk to anybody unless their name is John Cena, and then that ends. Okay, he gave Miz the crossroads, and that was the end of Miz TV. Really stinky to me. I was excited for Miz TV. I like The Miz personally. I like his entrance. I think that he's one of the greatest mid-carders of all time. Definitely top 50 wrestlers of all time. And I just don't like how he's being treated. This motherfucker gets crossroads right there. He didn't even get 30 seconds. It was fucking ridiculous. Miz TV was a bust tonight. But, yeah, next thing is backstage. Actually, Miz TV was so fucking shit tonight. But next thing backstage, Shinsuke and Nick Aldis are backstage. Shinsuke is talking about how he wants a rematch for that title. Damian Priest comes out of nowhere, and they both start talking shit in their native languages, and Nick Aldis schedules a match for them. Like, whatever. They have their friggin' match of nothing. Who won? Oh, it was a DQ. Drew McIntyre jumped in, started attacking Priest. You know, what the fuck ever, man. What the fuck ever. Shinsuke gives, he gives Damian Priest a Kinshasa. Damian Priest starts getting whooped by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre pretends like he's leaving, like he does every fucking time after he whoops someone. He runs back in the ring, gives Damian Priest a Claymore, and that's it. Whatever. I'm like, what the fuck ever. I don't care. Chelsea Green is backstage next. She is being interviewed by Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly, I love you. Holla at me. But she's being interviewed by Kathy Kelly. But before that, Piper Niven and Alba Fire, her Secret Service, are there. I think this is stupid personally, but it's something, at least I like the storyline aspect, but I just think that it's stupid. They're there. Piper Niven is asking Kathy Kelly, do you have your credentials? Because she's a Secret Service person, whatever. Chelsea Green pops out from the back, and she talks about acquiring Alba Fire, her secret weapon, and Zelina Vega, sexy ass Zelina Vega, comes and talks about wanting that championship. But Piper Niven stepped up. She was like, hold on, Habanero, which was crazy. And she said that you got to get through us first. So it's Zelina. I think it's Zelina versus Piper next Friday on SmackDown. And she's probably going to get Chelsea soon and hopefully get that title off of her. Because Chelsea is... I don't even know, man. I don't know. I'm not, like... We need better mid-card champions. We need better mid-card champions is what I'll say about Chelsea Green. But next up, Randy versus Carmelo Hayes. This was probably the best part of the night for me. It was a good match. It was a predictable win. I knew that Randy Orton was going to win. Everybody knew that Randy was going to win. Of course, fucking Carmelo Hayes isn't going to win, But, of course, Carmelo Hayes isn't going to lose against Randy, but why is he facing Randy in the first place? I feel like he should be getting his wins up right now. I feel like he should be stacking up wins in the tag team with Miz, Melo Don't Miz. I hope they don't drop that. They really dropped gold if they dropped Melo Don't Miz. But, he lost against Randy. Randy Orton at the end tries to give him respect, tries to shake his hand. Melo denies it. That's why I love Melo. That's what I like about Carmelo Hayes. He doesn't do none of that respect shit. He slaps his hand away and he gets RKO'd again. Randy RKO'd him to finish the match and he gets another RKO. Randy, he starts hearing those voices. They start talking to him and he sets Carmelo Hayes up for the punch. I was looking at my TV like, whoa. I audibly said, whoa, because this motherfucker, like... The demons are speaking to him. The voices are talking to him if he's going to punt Carmelo Hayes just because he slapped his hand away. But Kevin Owens came and pulled Carmelo Hayes out of the ring. Why Kevin Owens is helping people? Why he's there just to help Carmelo Hayes? I don't know. But he pulls Carmelo Hayes out of the ring, and all he did was throw Randy in the post and end up running like a little bitch. I don't know why Kevin Owens would go and help Carmelo Hayes. I don't get it. But he went there and it was to piss off Orton, I guess. But I don't know. Why would he run like a little bitch instead of attacking Orton? Giving him a stunner or something. It was just, I don't know, man. I know that Randy vs. KO at WrestleMania was going to be good, but this was fucking pointless to me. Next, Gunther comes out, okay? Gunther comes out and there was a commercial and a tease. I don't know what it was. It just said 4. Maybe I'm blanking. I don't know what the fuck it could be. I sound like a fake fan right now. But I don't know what that tease is for. I'm probably going to have to go look back at it. But he comes out and he starts talking about the road to WrestleMania Europe tour begins here in Barcelona. And he wishes that it was in some other fucking spot I forgot the name of. He's talking about how he heard about this kid, the best wrestler out of Spain. And Axiom comes out. He challenges Axiom to a match. This was like a 10-minute match, and Gunther looked weak. He looks weak. Why is he fighting these wrestlers? Why is he fighting? No disrespect to Axiom. I love Axiom. I love Fraxium. I watch NXT. I love Fraxium. But why is Gunther fighting Tozawa? Struggling against Tozawa. Struggling against Otis. And now he's struggling against Axiom. I understand they're in Barcelona and they, want to give Axiom that platform, but why? Why? Let Axiom face somebody else, man. Let him face a jobber and win. And let Gunther actually do something. He's the world heavyweight champion. He's struggling against an NXT tag champ? Are you joking? Triple H, what are you doing to your world heavyweight champion? Seriously. Is Triple H going to book himself to take the title next? Because that's what it looks like. He's killing him. He's killing Gunther, bro. And I don't even know what else to say anymore. Just Gunther he got bitched out by Damian Priest. He looks weak after week. He looks like a pussy. Attacking Jey Uso whenever he just finishes a match. Like, he can't do anything. Oh, Gunther looks like such a bitch. Such a bitch. He's arguably the best freaking intercontinental title reign of all time. And this is what he's doing now. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, man. But, he wins against Axiom, of course. Axiom kicked out of his powerbomb, by the way, which is his finisher, which is fucking insane. And he kicked out like 6 minutes into the match. Fucking crazy. But, he wins against Axiom, and then he starts putting him to sleep in the middle of the ring like he does every time. Jey Uso didn't come out for the save this time because our stars can't show up every single fucking week, apparently, in the WWE. But that's just how it goes. Just moving on, bro. Moving on, because Gunther's a fucking pussy, and he's going to lose to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, and that should not be the case. But, Paul Heyman comes out, and he cuts a promo, says, he didn't really say much. He just said, today is Roman Reigns Day because of WWE 2K25 release day. This is the release day, and he's basically shit-talking Seth the whole time. He says some people have a problem with Roman Reigns being on the 2K cover. One of those people being CM Punk. It's not CM Punk Day. It is certainly not Seth Rollins Day. And if anybody has a problem with Mr. Paul Heyman or Roman Reigns, you can tell it to Roman Reigns' face in Bologna, Italy next week. And the crowd starts booing. They start booing because, what the fuck, Roman Reigns? It's Mania season. You no-show bitch. Show up. Roman Reigns, the least that you can do is show up for WrestleMania season. He sees how lackluster it's been. They just had to call up The Rock to get the ratings up on Smackdown. It's been garbage, and Roman Reigns can't even show up? Really? But Paul Heyman is like, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. And this was a really shit spoiler, Paul. It really was. But, next up was DIY versus the Street Profits for the tag team titles. Street Profits won. I can't even say that I'm excited. I can't even say that I'm happy. This was predictable. Really predictable. It was a good match, though, but it was predictable. I knew that the Street Profits were going to win. It's been on a build-up for a while. At least we have good champions now. DIY stinks. They have a new theme every time they come out because every theme that they have is worse than the last. That's why they keep on changing them up. But Street Profits are your new tag champions, and I hope that they book them well. Because it doesn't matter if they come back. It doesn't matter if you like the Street Profits. If you think they're cool, if they are booked like shit from Triple L, they will die. They will die. And the tag division on SmackDown will die again. Even though it's not really, it's alive right now, but it will die again, man. And I can't do it. I can't do it and I can't have it. God, please, Triple H, please, the final boss, please, TKO, please book the Street Profits well. Please, God, please. But that's the end of the SmackDown review. I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time believing that it's Mania season, and it really just gets to me sometimes. I remember, 10, 15 years ago, I used to enjoy Mania season as a kid, man. It used to be exciting. Stars were showing up. John Cena was on his tear. It was just ridiculous. It was awesome. And now this is what's being seen. A lot of people are probably going to be in my comments hating. And to all the haters, I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm going to respond to you. And I'm going to tell you to suck your mother because that's what you should do. Because I don't care. At least subscribe if you're going to be here weekly hating on my shit. But SmackDown was kind of a stinker, and I did not enjoy it. Holla at your boy, The Truth Man, for more content coming day after day after day. Yeah, man.